All right, joined now by URI head coach Dan Hurley. And coach, all these fans have been waiting to see these new banners in here, but very Belichickian. You're not doing a big hubbub about this. You're just going to go on ahead with the new season. And why'd you go that route? You don't want to look into the past?
Well, listen, we had a great amount of enjoyment,
right,
from what we were able to accomplish, and we enjoyed it in March and April, and different times in the summer. On a weekend, you take you sit back and you feel great about what you did. But in this business, in sports in general, such a competitive environment. If you don't move on quickly from your successes and failures, you're not going to continue to be successful.
You don't have to deal with people like us asking you every preseason, is this the year you make the tournament? You guys, of course, did that last year. And it seems like in the interviews you've done so far that you're embracing the expectations of being picked first in the A10. Why is that?
Well, I think we're right where we want to be. When I got here, it's not where we were picked. The expectations were low. That wasn't real enjoyable. I like the pressure of having potentially a really good team, a team that could vie for another championship, and we have a chance to win our first regular season championship in the history of the program, and then a chance to go back-to-back to the NCAA tournament. It'd be pretty neat.
The roster, you return the most minutes in the Atlantic 10. You have so much experience. Is this the most stacked you've been since you've been here?
I don't know about stacked. I think we're really strong at guard. Obviously, so many veteran players that have come through now in some big moments and had great careers with us. But we do have some front court, question marks that we've got to answer. When you lose an all-time great forward like Hassan Martin, and then a Karan Iverson, who the last 10 or 12 games is a really valuable player, there's a void there. We have returning players that hopefully can fill those voids. If they can, we'll be at least as good as we were last year.
E.C. Matthews entering his 10th season here at URI. I remember his rookie year. Man, this guy's been here forever. Does it feel like he has been here forever?
I feel like I've been here forever. So I guess he's been here pretty much since I've been here. So yeah, I mean he's almost like a fixture. He's so comfortable here. The guys he plays with, his coaches, the environment. I expect him to have a spectacular year as long as he's healthy.
Give me one guy right now that fans should know about that's maybe going to pop this year.
Well, not to put too much pressure on him, but Andre Berry's just a really important player for us this year. He's had I think a great offseason. He's practiced really well for us, and he has a chance to fill one of those kind of voids that we have in the front court. So, if we're going to have the type of year that people expect, that's going to be a name people know.
Now, the A10 isn't getting as much love top to bottom as some recent years. How vital is your added conference? Because some of your wins you're going to be getting in the league may not help you that much come tournament resume time.
I think you always try to balance the non-conference to conference, and I think we kind of had a sense of what the league was going to look like this year. Although any conference game is hard to win, just not sure what the RPI numbers will be for the teams in the league. So we purposely stacked up the non-conference with games like Friday against a likely NCAA tournament team to push ourselves and try to create the best strength of schedule and give ourselves a chance to win as many games as we can against teams that will be in the field come March.
What is the status of Stan Robinson, who's dealing with some off-the-court issues?
Yeah, I mean, this is not something that happened last Monday or 2 weeks ago. We've obviously had a lot of time to investigate and look at it from all angles. We're obviously going to allow the legal process to take its course like we would any other student athlete, and we'll go from there.
Will you play Friday?
That'll be a decision that we make in terms.
Okay. UNC Asheville, have you been scouting them? What do you see in them?
Really good team. Two guys that would be all-conference players in the Atlantic 10. Two guys that could play almost anywhere in the country. Well-coached team, veteran team, and a team that is expected to play in March in the NCAA.
Tell me about this off-season. You got to go to the ESPYs as your dad was honored, but bittersweet because it came with the news that St. Anthony's was closing. How has that impacted your family?
It's been obviously tough on my dad. There's been amazing moments like that in LA, where he's honored. It's such a unique event like that. But it's been hard. It's been hard on my dad. It's been tough on my mom. I think it's brought me and Bobby probably even closer to them. My dad's been a lot more involved kind of with us and with Arizona State, and gives him more time to spend with his grandkids, his children. Plus he's running the Hurley Foundation in Jersey City, so he's still involved in the community and doing great for young people.
Two more. You mentioned your kids. Shipped one off to college, I understand. Seton Hall. Yeah, you pulled a couple strings.
It went so well for me there. He's had such an amazing career that I decided to try it again. For the major that he wanted, they have an amazing program, and he's close to a lot of our family that obviously is the Jersey.
Everyone knows you live and breathe this sport. Entering your 6th year, as motivated obviously as you were at year 1, are you getting any sleep, or how are you physically?
Well, physically I feel great. I think that's why you kind of work out so hard up until the season starts, and then you head into the bunker. This 5, you're almost like undercover, for 5-6 months, however long your season is. It's hard to explain, to people that aren't involved in coaching or playing, just what the experience is like. Your greatest moments, your biggest failures, your biggest successes happen in such a public way that it's just such an emotional, mental, physical roller coaster ride that you go through. So use the off season to get as strong as you can for when this thing starts, because it's a wild ride.
Last one, college basketball, a couple black eyes this offseason, the Rick Pitino scandal, the UNC academic scandal. The NBA is maybe saying the one and done can go. You love this game, you love college basketball. What is the state of college hoops in 2017?
I think there's obviously areas that we need to address, especially in recruiting. That was embarrassing. That was something that obviously has been going on for a very long time, the last 20, 30, 40 years. And just the way that the news broke was startling, and or a wake-up call, hopefully, for our business. We need to change our practices. And then the NBA rule that they should allow kids that are going to be one and done should be allowed to go to the NBA. And I believe there should be a 2 to 3 year minimum if you decide to go to college.
All right, Dan Hurley, thanks so much for sitting us down with us today, and good luck Friday.
We're ready to go.
All right, thanks.